Good morning and welcome to the first ever episode of Diary of the Landscaper, where we're gonna talk about our my past life of landscaping stories, how I start my business and how I start as a landscaper. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Apolo Arellano. I'm from Mexico, Michoacan. My dad is from Guanajuato, and my mom is from Michoacan. I migrate back here to the United States on January 2001, and since there I've been working on the landscape industry with the exception of 6 years that I skipped for working as another trade, but that will be another episode. So right now I'm just gonna introduce myself and ask people to really join the community because with you guys we can grow. And the purpose of this channel is to inform and learn from my mistakes so you guys, whoever is watching and listening, don't experience those mistakes and just learn from someone who already lived through those things. Because I didn't have that knowledge or that experience, let's say, as an entrepreneur or as a labor. Anyways, let's start. Thank you for watching. And again, this is the diary of the landscaper. I don't have no scripts. I am talking from my mind since I start. So let's start. Back in 2001, I got here on a Sunday morning to San Jose, or East Palo Alto, California. And by mind in the morning, I had work already. My brother works in oh, he used to work on a landscape company. It's called Gachina Landscape, which I start working there too. He helped me to gain that job. I didn't have no experience on anything. I came here at 16 years of age. I turned 17 on February. So there you go. I start working the next day, which was a Monday. Very early. It was a rainy Monday, by the way. It was so cold. I wasn't used to this cold, but I started. So first thing, I went to the company. They introduced me to the supervisor. They tell me who is gonna be in charge or my crew leader, and there you go. And then my coworkers. Anyhow, the office, it was in Menlo Park, and then we drove to the different places. So from there, the office, we drove through the different sites that we had. But back then, I don't really recall which city we were working. I know the office was in Menlo Park, but I didn't know where we ended up going, either apartment complex or senior living complex. Back then, I didn't know exactly because I just got here from Mexico. Mexico's a whole different story. And where the time that I grew up, it was a small town ruled by the narcos, so it was a whole different story, a whole different scenario. Then I moved to Ruapan. But let's go back to the topic. I spent a good time understanding the job. So the crew leader told me, "Oh, we're gonna put or install some 4 inches apart flowers or annuals colors that they call on the entryway." Again, it was raining. I had the yellow rain suit from top to bottom. Rain so cold, I couldn't feel my fingers. But my instruction was just do this, put these flowers in the ground, and there you go. Again, I didn't have no experience. The crew leader knew about it, but he didn't care. He just told me, hey, look, this is what you have to do, put it there, and that's it. So again, no experience, 16 years of age, which I had to lie to get the job because legally here in California and the United States, you have to work at 18 on those kind of jobs full time, right? Anyways, long story short, I started planting the plants. I couldn't feel my fingers. It was so cold. My fingers were numb, so I couldn't feel it. It was so painful. It was raining, wet, mud on my hands, which I don't mind the mud, but it was so cold that it was cooling my fingers more. So I did it all wrong because obviously he didn't explain me how or why. He just told me, here it is, you plant these flowers, and that's it. Again, I come from a town. It was ruled by narcos. My daddy was from Guanajuato, which he his way of living, it was he used to sell merchandise like household items to little towns around the small town that I grew up. On the other smallest town, which they don't have no stores or main supplies, like we call it tianguis and or bazaars. They didn't have that, not none of that, right? So my dad went to go town by town or pueblo by pueblo, selling things, and was making good money because again, no competition, no competitors. It was just one day in a town and the next day in another town. So there you go. That was my labor experience, unloading and loading stuff on my dad's truck. So I got here again. They put me to put flowers. Didn't do it. Then after that, to put 1 gallon or 5 gallon plants. Same thing. I didn't know how to use a shovel, or a pick, any tools. I was new, and what I wish that guy told me it was, "Hey, I'm here to learn, to make you learn, or teach you how to do it." But unfortunately, he just no, he just didn't. He just let me alone. So then I went to have lunch. Lunchtime 12. We went to a taqueria, which my first time in a taqueria here in California. I didn't knew or I didn't know about the burritos were so big here. I mean, to me, a burrito was like a little taco in Mexico, but it's a burrito. My mom used to make it just like a little tortilla with salt and lemon. Nothing inside, technically, it was just the tortilla, very little food inside. That was a burrito for me back in Mexico. I come here and I asked for two burritos because I didn't know it. I thought it was going to be so small, and they give me this big burrito like the size of this mug, probably bigger. I ended up I ended up eating one and a half because again, my belief was that food, you don't waste food, right? So I tried to finish it all, which wasn't good because now with that much food in my stomach, I couldn't bend and couldn't perform better on the job site. Again, again, the guy didn't tell me. I didn't speak English. I know it was a taqueria, but since it's new, we think everybody here. I'm new here. I thought everybody here, even though it was a taqueria, they speak English. They didn't tell me anything. So, anyways, that was my mistake, assuming that they speak English. But again, there was no guidance. So my first day, it was a nightmare. So back, we got back to the shop. We we packed the whole thing and left to the house. My brother, I used to ride with my brother. Like I said, he was a supervisor, so he had a company truck. He took home, so I used to ride with my brother. And the way back, he said, "Oh, how it goes? ¿Cómo te fue?" And I say, "Good." I thought it was good. I mean, I did what I I've been asked to do. I follow orders. I followed the whole thing under my belief that I was doing good because the other guy never give me a feedback like, "Hey, you need to speed it up. You need to do this different." Anything. I didn't hear anything from them. Then the next morning, there is my surprise. There is the supervisor, the crew leader, and my brother there as an interpreter. Hey, you didn't do good. You had to perform better, and blah 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 blah. And I told it, I totally understand. I totally get it. But if you guys don't teach me how to do it, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Same way you teach your kid how to walk by holding his hand and helping him one step at a time. If you never help your kids or to with your hands or pushing him to keep doing it, like get it in like we get it like here and give them strength to his little legs until you will feel oh he can do it. I didn't have that support, so it's amazing how we as a Latinos, we don't we had the bad habit, mala costumbre de no enseñar, de not to teach people how to do things. We need more teachers in this world. That's why a lot of us, we just go to the job site and we don't know anything, and nobody's willing to show you because they feel it's a waste of time. It's more waste of time not teaching a person how to do things right, because then he's gonna mess it up, and now you're gonna have to do it double. You're gonna have to send him, or either you do it the right way. So my big challenge and my big advice for my first episode is always teach your new employees how to do it. If they're not good on learning and they're not gonna learn it at the first time, because we all need extra time. I mean, it's very rare that people is natural and do it right the first time. There is exceptions, but for the most part, we all need at least a few times to perform a task or master a task. But if you don't have the support, it's like a building a bridge without support. You will collapse. Same thing with the labor. Don't be afraid to teach your guys. Your I had a little glitch with my phone. It overheat. Anyways, don't be afraid to teach him or her, whoever is helping you, your kid, your daughter, your friend, your family. Always teach people. That's the best way so you can grow. Because if they grow, you grow. A lot of people think, oh, if I teach this guy, he's gonna take my job away. It's the opposite. It's gonna help you to grow because your boss is gonna see, oh, this guy teach this guy to do this. Now he can do other tasks without you being in the job site because the other guy can do it now. See, if you grow, I grow. If everybody grows, but again, we as a Latinos, we tend to not do that. No temas, just do it. Don't be afraid, just do it. Teach. So thank you for listening. It was a great episode. We're gonna try to make one episode a week. This thing booms and takes over, maybe more. But honestly, we're just gonna start with baby steps, one show at a time or one episode at a time. So if you're here again, first time, thank you. And please don't forget to share, review, comment, and send whatever idea, question, comment, criticisms, criticas, anything that you feel that you can help me improve and improve this show will be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to follow, share, and spread the word. This is gonna be the life of the landscaper, and we're here to help everybody grow together. And by me saying what I experienced back then, so you can learn and not to be on the same boat. Again, your feedback is very important. No olvides en comentar, por favor. And likewise, subscribe, share, spread the word, spread the love. We need more people spreading love in this planet, no hate. We all here to thrive as a population, as a human race, not against each other. So be green, grow green, live clean. We're here next week again. Thank you for joining us, for joining me. Well, it's us because you guys are part of this community. So thank you for joining and give yourself the time to grow. We really appreciate it. Again, have a good day and talk to you next week.